delicious beverage?
Duh.
And welcome. It's the season premiere of the Allison and Marc podcast.
Married in Media. What's up? What's going on 2025? How's 2025?
Baby, I put makeup on. You see it?
Came in with the bang. Did you?
I just put it on just to see with the now I'm gonna go back to the black and white, the salt and pepper. I just put it on.
Oh, so you didn't put makeup on, you just put
put a little bit of makeup on, and I put a little of the thing on the thing, but I don't put the thing. But I'm sorry, yes, 2025 kicked off with a bang. It's a hell of a bang. We're not political. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna risk it. We're gonna just be Allison and Marc doing what we do, right, babe?
Yes, and I just have the shirt on that says be a nice human.
I'm not watching all that's going on.
Be a nice human. That's it. That's what we're trying to do. Welcome to the Allison and Marc podcast, Married in Media.
Yes.
We are just two media pros who happen to have been married for almost 25 years with 3 grown kids. We talk about a lot of things right here. We dabble our little pinky toe into politics every now and then. We won't try to do it right now.
No, we're not going to be a target.
No, we're not going to be a target, but we are going to talk about pop culture, right? A little humor and a whole lot of love always.
Family, love, all that kind of stuff. So, okay, babe, what are we excited about in 2025? Let's open it up there. What are we excited about in 2025?
2020, working in the news, you often set these wonderful resolutions, and I'm a resolution setter. I believe I have to put it out there, my intention, that's what I have to do. And then like the news cycle comes around and man, it just came in with a bang. But I'm just excited because what I realize is it doesn't matter what is going on around you. As long as you stay focused and centered and prayed up and positive, then you make it what it's going to be. So I'm calling for all good things in 2025.
2025. So an exciting year. We are on our health journey. Mm-hmm. We are heading into our 25th wedding anniversary in April.
Yes.
25 years.
In April. Not now.
But it's the 25th year. So
starting in April.
Yeah.
And I'm only saying that because sometimes when and I do it too, we'll post like, this is what, 25 years. Yeah. You're like, oh, now happy anniversary.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, I think we're kind of like in that zone of, over 20 years. It's kind of like, okay, y'all do what you do. But so 25 years, babe, what have you learned about me and yourself in 25 years? Go.
Myself?
Yourself. 25 years.
You mean in marriage?
In marriage.
Yeah. It is. I do believe that marriage is. If you don't like the person as well as love the person, then it's going to be super hard.
Yes,
it is going to be hard because there are moments, right? And my family pushes me to, Mom, just say what you want. Just quit being passive about this and that. But I try not to like be a nagger. I said nagger. And,
okay, be careful now.
All of that stuff. So I try to drop hints, but sometimes, people don't get the hints. So I'm trying to speak more.
And when you
openly.
say people, you mean people in the family.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking
me
about
and the kids. Okay, me and the kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And so, I'm saying be more open because let me tell you something. We have learned as a family that, things they come up. So be open about it. Say how you feel about it. And then you have a better chance of moving forward from it whole and intact and still all in love with everybody. So there's that. I've learned that I had a pivotal moment in December. We were we were off. We've been missing y'all. But in December, the Washington Association of Black Journalists were so kind as to bestow upon me the honor of the Lifetime Achievement Award, to which is like, but I'm still working. But that ceremony did something for me. It reminded me.
Come on now, legend. Come on, legend.
No, I don't get down like that. But it reminded me of who I am, like all of us. Not, I happen to work in TV news, but there are moments where, okay, you got to put your big girl britches on and walk in the truth of who you are. And that reminded me who I am. And I think I approach work differently now for my job now at WUSA 9, because I spent all those years at Fox 5. Approach who I am more. I'm getting all my health stuff done. Just had a osteoporosis check today, Lord, which feels like, who mama is this? But just trying to get on that thing. So yeah, you have to face it. And if this is who you are and this is who you stand on, you got to walk in it. So that's what I'm doing in 2025, walking more in who I am.
Come on, Allison Seymour. And I was so honored to be there with you. I'm so honored to be married to you. I'm so honored to be able to share those moments with you.
Same, likewise.
And I think I think we have lived very privileged lives when it comes to that, in that we happen to be two people who genuinely enjoy each other's success.
Yeah.
We genuinely root for each other, and we had families that did and do the same.
Because that's not always the case.
And that's something that I think we have been so used to that we sometimes we don't ever take it for granted. We're not a take it for granted type people, but at the end of the day,
we're blowing ourselves up today.
No, I'm just saying from a standpoint of we very much appreciate
it. We're grateful,
everything
right.
from every viewer, every listener, every person who supported us all these years. Mm-hmm. But also you and I, babe, I think, look, being married 25 years, we have friends who've been married 20 blank years. And we look at lives and people who go through these relationships, and you just realize, like, a lot of the issues that people have had, we haven't had. We have other issues, but that thing right there, as far as us at all, any kind of petty jealousies or concerns like that, that's not our thing, right? So,
and it was Oprah. I don't quote Oprah a lot, but it was Oprah who said, like, you cannot be, she said, friends. You cannot be friends with anybody who is jealous of you in any way.
Yes.
It just never ever works. No, and I think it also works in relationships too. So yeah, that's me. How about you? So
I think for me, marriage wise, I was thinking about this the other day. So, as as I look at my marriage life, did I see this coming up like we do it? No. I had family members who were married, mm-hmm. and I think it was more the model, the loving kind of model, to be honest. If I'm totally honest, I was thought about this the other day, and I'm going to talk about this in my book, Be the Father You Always Wanted. The impact of the Cosby Show cannot be denied from my life.
Yeah.
Because when I looked at the Cosby Show, that is the life, that's the kind of marriage, that's the kind of wife that I wanted, and that's the kind of life that I got. I think your parents probably were like the Cosby Show parents, right? As far as upscale, a certain sensibility, education, fun, wokeness, but again, fun and enjoyment. I wanted that. I wanted that for my family. My mother was a hardworking, overly stressed, overly everything woman who was raising a boy by herself. Mm-hmm. And she was out here in this world alone. And it's just me and her. And so we had a very realistic, if you will, life. You know what I mean? Our lifestyle, thanks to you and the kids and your parents, has been a very, it has been very Huxtable-ish. You know what I mean? very upscale, middle-class Black family in America who's very aware of where they came from, who stands on history. My grandfather was a printer, and so I grew up with that part, and I think my grandfather's energy, a printer, educator, trade school, kind of coincided with how your parents were, which were readers and very smart, But the fun piece, I think that's the part that I long for, that I think your parents brought too. They were fun, they were smart, but super fun.
They were fun.
And they were fly, right? And I think that aspect, my lifestyle was not fly coming up. You helped me become that. You are your daughter, your mom's daughter. And I just laugh because a lot of the ways we're turning into your parents in a lot of ways,
right?
From a standpoint of how we love on each other, how when you go and pick up something at the store or a discount for me, you know what I mean? Our kids interacting, I see them interacting with you. They have a very funny mom. I mean, a very funny mom, just like your mom, a funny dad who tries to be funny like most dads do. But so marriage for me has been not only a joy, but also the realities of what marriage, the nuts and bolts would hold it together is, financially, you've been holding it tight together for us, and as I've been up and down and all these kind of journeys that we go on. And the other day, what you said is so true. Like, as we get in this last chapter, I need you to go. I'm gonna hand the baton to you, and I gladly will accept it. But all those things are things that it's just really just been a good. I've really enjoy being married.
Well,
enjoy
we keeping going.
Enjoy our family.
Good.
So
well, it's going.
Yeah, that's the marriage piece. And for those who wonder, is that still going on? It is still going on. We have many friends who are married and they're having the same. They're enjoying theirs too. I have hope for marriage. Having 3 daughters. Just cross my fingers as far as what's out there. I do understand that part too. It's not just your kids, it's who your kids have an opportunity to link with.
And I talk to a lot of young people,
and that's very concerning
on my job, and they say it's rough out here on the
Yes.
apps and all that other kind of stuff. So yeah, we hear you. We're married, but we have friends who are also single and of all ages who
Yes.
are still looking for somebody to maybe just like whatever, go out with, kick it with, be in a long-time relationship with, whatever. So yeah, we understand.
So we're also in an interesting place because for the first time since we've been married 25 years, your Washington football team is actually making some moves.
Please, man, the Commanders are 1 game away from going to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Period.
I'm saying this is the first time in 25 years.
It's the first time in 33.
Don't act like
it's the first time in 33 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't act like it's something natural. This is unnatural, and this is a place that
I think you meant it's supernatural.
It's it probably
I think you mean it's supernatural with what they're calling the forget, they have all these little nicknames for Jaden Daniels.
The Cardiac Commanders.
And the Cardiac Commanders. And we beat Philly, going up against Philly this weekend. And to be honestly, like for me, in all seriousness, like I posted a picture on my Facebook page, which I wish we could invite my people in, but we're trying to work on that. But I posted a picture when they got this far last time, when they were in the NFC East Championship game, 33 years ago. So yeah, I think that that the curse is finally broken, and I don't have any time for people who want to call it the old name. Like I had somebody on my Facebook page because I said HTTC, hail to the Commanders. It used to be HTTR, of course, head to the Blank Skins, and you're wrong. You mean HTTR? I said, man, you're wrong.
Mm-mm.
You mean don't
be fighting, baby. Don't be fighting now.
No. On some things, it's just like
don't be fighting with these people.
No, on some things, no, trust. I fight and then block because I don't have time for it. But yeah, it feels good. It feels like a new ownership. Feels it really has really galvanized the city, in a city that only like 4% of the voting bloc voted
I'm sending you the link
for
the link.
Did not. Only 4% voted for the Republican administration that's now in DC. So dare I say that the Commanders are like, it's the real story in DC, what people care about, what they rally behind right now.
Yeah.
And so, no, it's a good feeling. It feels good. And I think it's right on time for morale for a lot of folks.
And let me say this as the husband to a huge Commander fan. I'm going to say this, babe. Since my team, the Ravens, are out of it, I am now hopping on your back.
Good.
And I will support you fully because I actually am a fan of Magic. I'm a fan of the new ownership. I'm a fan of your new coach. I'm a fan of what the team is, because to be honest, the other version of the team I was not a fan of. Yeah. And their history of the team I was not a fan of. So and this is I'm proud. I'm actually proud of what's happening for the team, and I'm happy for you.
And I'm so, what I love, I said to you the other day, man, RG3, this is the feeling that we had when he came, and then he got hurt, of course, but that same energy around it. Yeah. And if you check out RG3's, especially I guess he's on TikTok too, but who knows how long that's going to last, but Instagram, he is all in on this young man and the Commanders and all that. And that is such a pleasant turn of events for RG3, because he could clearly, you talk about could sit at home and be mad as hell. He is all in on this, and on what do you call it, like this young man. And they said if we do go to the Super Bowl, I think he'll be the first rookie to take a team all the way to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna check that stat.
And he's amazing.
I'm gonna check it while we are talking. But yes, it is a good time to be a Washington Commanders fan. I just passed the shop. They had a Jaden Daniels jersey in the window. I said, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself to a little Jaden Daniels jersey now, as long as it's not one of the real ones, like the one that I bought you that year.
Yeah, the Franco Harris you got me.
Yeah, might not be that brand, right? But it will be something.
Because I'm going to the Super Bowl. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and splurge.
Just because it does feel good.
Go ahead and splurge.
It feels good.
Go ahead and splurge.
It feels good. So yeah, thank you very much.
Yes, and so we
Sorry
also
about the Ravens.
Okay, look.
No, you look.
Don't try to gloat, okay? Because please, okay, we're not even going to go there, okay? We're not going to go there. Let's give you a moment.
Thank you.
Y'all are so sad. But yeah, so the Ravens failed to advance. It's so crazy.
In weird fashion.
Well, I mean,
maybe because it wasn't snowing?
No, it wasn't that. I mean, at the end of the day, I felt bad for our tight end had the tying score in the end zone, and he dropped the ball.
Yeah.
So
I think their fingers were frozen.
It just was not meant to be. And it was funny. There was a lot of pressure because
no rookie has done it since 2010.
Okay.
Do you know who did it?
Was it
who was the first rookie quarterback?
RG3?
The first rookie quarterback to take a team to the Super Bowl.
Who was it?
It was Sean King with the Bucks in 2000.
Yeah, Sean King.
But no rookie has done it since 2010 when
Ben
Roethlisberger did it.
Okay, well that makes sense.
So take back what I said.
Yeah, and so he dropped the ball in the end zone. Kind of, our thing is we've had so many of those moments in the playoffs, which is kind of like, Lamar has to get over the hump. And this was the year that we thought it would be the year, and it wasn't. So it's okay. Okay. All right. So let's see what else we have.
Allison Marc podcast. It's back. We've been gone.
Yeah, we have been gone.
Are we going to be back? I mean, are we back?
We're back. We're back.
Wednesdays at 5. We're back.
We're
I'll
back.
Put it on my stuff too.
And we're back. And so we just have to figure out how to get your. I'll just send it to you sooner.
I don't know that that's even really working on my Facebook page.
Did you put it on your?
It went on Reels. We have to figure it out because I think that's important.
Yeah, we got to do that. And so, so then we talked about. We have our Ask Allison.
Okay, let's talk. Yeah, I want to talk about this real quick. You guys been in on this Wendy Williams phenomenon, like hearing her phone call. She talked to Don Lemon. She talked with, I think, the Breakfast Club, and sounding really like the old Wendy, saying she's in a facility and basically they're against her will. And and she sounds just like Wendy, but I was like, could this be a hoax? Like, could somebody be pretending to be Wendy? No. But the reason why I don't believe it is because her niece, who is a news anchor down in Miami, who she's very close to, she has been helping to facilitate these phone calls.
Yeah.
So it's been the three of them on the phone. Alex, I think is her name. And
Yeah.
she wouldn't be down with no crazy stuff.
No, it's no.
So what is going? I mean,
it's a
she
part of her
sounds
disease.
complete. What is a part of her disease?
It's a part of her disease. It's not.
No, they said she had straight up, like, I forget the name of the dementia.
Aphasia.
But if you watch those documentaries and all that, it was not putting together 15 sentences in a row and recalling information and and citing, this case and that. It was not that.
Yes.
And so it sounds really interesting.
I think it's her disease, babe. I think she's not in the later stages of dementia. I think she's in the first stages, which that the pros have commented on it. They say there's not. They'll have good days. They'll have good moments.
Okay.
But they won't have, And then she also, she has Graves' disease. She has the addictions. Mm-hmm. So there's more than just the dementia that's going on. So she's got like a lot of concerns. So you think she is where she is supposed to be? Yeah. She's got a lot of concerns, and I think sadly, I think that is the case.
Okay. Well, I was encouraged to hear her, and I think there's a hashtag Free Wendy and all this. So very interesting.
I think for those who've been through the health issues, you see how hard it is for celebrities, because it's hard for regular people. It would be hard for me to be somewhere that I thought I was being held with no ability to get to this massive wealth that you've accumulated through the years. Yeah. She says that, basically she's cut off from all that. So it would be hard for me too. Yeah. I'm just saying, anybody going through those kind of things, to be doing it in the public eye has to be quite challenging. Right. And I think, just all we can do is say prayers, because again, that's a terrible place to be in. But I think sadly, the calls, the moments are just it's a part of, I think, the journey of somebody going through, that situation. Okay. And the public's weird in that the public always will take a stance, but the public nobody's there though after the phone hangs up and after the door closes. That's the part about you see with fame and everything. Like, oh, hey, like the Britney Spears thing. Do we think Britney Spears is okay? I don't. Yeah. I don't. And so, yes, do you want to see these people locked up? No, you don't. But at the same time, her actions have shown that she's obviously got big issues and then the public is on to the next. Hey, what's Amber Rose doing? It's like the public don't really care. And where is Amber Rose? I thought we'd be seeing a lot more of her. Well, I'm sure she did too. But she got her check, so that's all. Okay. Oh, see, don't be driving us in, baby. No, but let's we're not talking about. We're talking about. Are you disappointed with Snoop D-O Double G? Rick Ross, I think Nelly. I think. So what's the other one? Wasn't Soulja Boy? Was it? It was. Yeah, Soulja Boy got paid. Anybody else paid me? I mean, at the end of the day, or do they have the right to? First of all, they have the right to do whatever they want, I suppose. They have the right to do whatever they want to do. But do we have the right to then not feel like hearing them? Yeah, okay. I think that's the change. I'm not going to drag anybody. I'm not doing. I'm not going to whatever. But at the end of the day, it just we just have different. Because you see people on social media with all these questions, and it's funny because I just want them to have the same energy that they had with Chrisette Michele. That's all. No, and then you see the divide between how women are treated, and how men are treated too. And period. But also, it's also who she is as an artist too. There's no doubt that there's a double standard for men and women. Period. Mm-hmm. But Chrisette Michele was also with the woke crowd too. It'd be like Eric, but it'd be like people who are in that box. Mm-hmm. It's like us. If your brand is about something, and if your brand is your songs all say ain't nothing but the money, and then you go get the money, that's not really a stretch. Ain't nobody that mad at you. Mm-hmm. But if you're all about, positive images and messaging and your women and whatever, you can't really do that, So well, I think get your money down, I suppose. I'm not going to say, hey, I'm not going to drag him, but at the same time, I can't take you seriously. But I don't know how seriously I was taking you anyway. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how
Let's talk
serious.
about. Okay,
I'll
well
take
then,
Rick Ross, all of
right.
them. Rick Ross, Nelly, Snoop Dogg. How
Oh, I
serious
forgot
did
about
I?
Nelly.
How serious did I take? And Soldier Boy. How serious did I take any of those guys? I don't.
You know what I'm taking serious is the Good News Show put on by Marc Clarke.
Oh, you said the Good News Show. That's so ironic you said that, babe. Good job. Well, I trained you well. Yes. So shout out to the Good News Show. This was supposed to air. This teaser was for this week, for last weekend. It's airing this weekend. A lot going on. It's a brand new year, a brand new show. We're so excited that you're a part of it. It's the Good News Show with Marc Clarke. It's coming up now. That's going to be this week instead of last
where can
week.
the people see it?
On
Where can all of
WMAR2.
our eyeball see it?
WMAR2. WMAR2 in Baltimore. You can see it at 12:30 this Sunday.
Does it stream somewhere in case we're not in Baltimore?
Nope, it does not. And
All
so
right.
you can actually, but we can actually go to our YouTube channel, which is Marc Clarke Media. Go to YouTube channel Marc Clarke Media, and you can catch everything over there.
Okay, all right,
when it
all
airs
right,
there.
all right, all right.
And last weekend, I had the honor of going to the. It was interesting, babe. So it was interesting. The Al Sharpton's National Action Network's MLK Breakfast.
Okay.
So the thing that I'm learning, having your own show makes you have to hop out there and do stuff you probably normally don't do. But so, Al Sharpton is no doubt a leader, has been doing this a long time. If you're not political, then, you may or may not even pay attention to Al Sharpton. Political people do. So what I learned so much at the MLK breakfast, since everybody was there, in a sense, kissing the ring or understanding the importance of being in that space. And one of the moments that I thought was interesting was, former Baltimore mayor, former governor, Martin O'Malley was there. And you're like, Martin O'Malley and Al Sharpton, why is he here? Well, of course, he's running for a Democratic position.
Okay.
So what you realize is everybody there, or most people that go to these things, it is a part of the DC political thing. And this is right before, of course, the inauguration. So people are very in the mix, and also wondering how it's going to look, what's everything going to happen. It's the spirit of MLK. And I just want to play a clip. The fact that I have a show and my camera team was there to capture some of these moments, it really just felt good, because it did feel like I'm moving in another direction. You know what I mean? So how when the TV station's there and you capture exclusive content or something from an event, I felt good about this. So I just want to play a little bit of Hakeem Jeffries had some powerful words to say. And who knew? I didn't know Hakeem Jeffries was such a great speaker. But I just want to play a little bit of this because, again, it's the first time that, the Good News Show actually had some footage from an event. Just check out a little bit of Hakeem Jeffries.
Congratulations to each and every one of you. We're here to honor the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a giant who bent the arc of the moral universe toward justice. Yet we know there are people in this country who want to turn back the clock. Far-right extremists who want to erase Dr. King, erase the civil rights movement, erase our struggle, erase our journey, erase our history. But Black history is American history, and we will never let them erase it. And we're thankful that Dr. King was a big part of that history. Reverend Sharpton, who's been on the front lines of so many fights, mentioned those who throughout this country, many in this town, who are attacking diversity, equity, and inclusion. I think they're using these attacks as a shield to hide their own mediocrity and incompetence. Diversity, equity, and inclusion are not foreign values. These are American values. The the creed of this country, the motto, e pluribus unum, out of many, one. That's diversity.
So this is a little bit of Hakeem Jeffries, who, again, you're in the room, you're like, wait a minute now, Hakeem Jeffries. I always thought of him as like, the New York. I never really gave him the kind of like appeal for the whole country.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, he actually not only did a great job, but for the first time, I looked at him in a different light. I mean, it's a powerful message, right?
Mm-hmm. Powerful message.
And you start to see how I remember the first time we ever saw Obama, or, the first time you see people.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the first time I was just like,
really saw him.
Yeah.
I have on this blanket because fun fact, although I know this looks high class, we're in our basement.
Looks high class. Oh yeah, this high class. Basement.
We're in our basement.
Babe, don't tell them where we are.
Super drafty. So, and what happened to our backdrop?
Babe,
we got to get
it's
this.
A virtual backdrop, babe.
Oh, do they see it? What do they see? They see that green. Okay, there it is. Anyways, okay, that's better. But speaking of, and we're not getting political.
We're not.
But speaking of DEI, I think it's important. I do think it is important, and this is the last serious thing I'm going to say, the first and the last. But I do think it's very important. Do yourself a favor. Go on whitehouse.gov. and really look at all the executive orders that have gone through so far and what is going through, because, you just need to be informed about what is going on. And speaking of diversity, inclusion, DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, today, the executive order came down that said as of 5, is it 5 o'clock already? Yeah, it's
5:32.
So by now, every federal worker who was in a program that looked to advance DEI within the federal government has been sent home. They've been sent home. They have been told this, and by the 31st of January next week, they will, and the agencies that they worked for, whatever it was, Department of Energy. So this, the DEI folks in there, the heads of those departments have been instructed to come up with a plan so that they would be laid off after next Friday. So today after 5, they were released from their positions. So you're at work today, you get your stuff, you don't come back after 5.
Terrible.
And then you're at home. And then on the 31st, I believe that's whenever next Friday is, that is, you figure out like the layoff plan. So, and it's supposedly, if you go on whitehouse.gov, the rationale is basically that there is no race-based, what they call, preferences given. So it's just important to be really educated. I think that these next 4 years is going to be, like I said before, what have I learned for this year, 2025? You gotta stand, as they say, you gotta stand on business. You need to know exactly what's going on, how it affects you, your kids, your bottom line. Educate yourself. And nothing, it is what it is. So what are you going to do? How are you going to keep sane? How are you going to protect your peace? How are you going to move forward? How are you going to prepare if you need to do something else in your life? So that's what's going on. Whitehouse.gov. That's the White House. That's the official White House site.
Wow, that's
heartbreaking. And all of the executive orders are on there, and they're many.
Wow.
Many.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. And so with that, I'm going to ask Allison as we depart.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, babe, this is kind of a tough one. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Dear Ask Allison, I am 60 years old and I feel lonely even though I'm in a house full of people, including my husband for over 30 years, 3 grandchildren, and 2 kids who still live at home. I thought at this point in my life I would be empty nesters and enjoying each other, but that's not the case. I feel unheard most of the time. I am grateful to have a loving, caring husband and family and good health, but I feel like I'm missing something. Dear Allison, what should I do?
She has a loving husband and
loving husband, grandkids.
I think that here's what I'm going to say. I think that my sister, mental health is real. The need for mental health is real. We know that as a family. Um, if there's something going on that you feel like an overwhelming sadness and maybe you don't know where it's coming from or you can't get out of it or whatever, go talk to somebody and figure out what's going on. Because on paper, it's almost like if you should be fulfilled and she's saying that there's no issues. She just has she has a crowded house right now with people that she thought, whatever.
Yeah.
But because you can get away, you and your husband can still get away and leave your grown kids at the house. So I think it's important. I think right. I mean, you're not a prisoner at the house. So
yeah, you have sometimes you need a reminder.
And you feel alone in a house full of people.
Mm-hmm.
And you say your husband is loving and supporting. I would pray that my sister would go and talk to somebody and figure out what that thing is. And maybe, I mean, at the very least, maybe it's time to like do something just for you, because if you're in a house full of people who still calling you mom, and then whatever, Granny, what's to eat, and you thought you were just gonna be on the couch or whatever, maybe that's getting on your nerves, and that's understandable. Also, too, maybe it's time for everybody to go. Maybe you got to make some tough calls, but maybe we as women, I think sometimes we're so caught up in taking care of everybody and being the nurturers. You don't want to be like, now, LaRon, you and your kids have got to go now.
Lorante.
Right. So there are many things. I think at the really serious end, maybe talk to somebody, a therapist, talk to some, whatever. Maybe not your girlfriends, because who knows? Like if they have agendas, because she's not saying anything about friends. Talk to somebody, and at the very least, tug on your husband's shirt. Can we go somewhere? Like, can we just go somewhere? Because whatever. So yeah, but don't feel lonely, sis. You're supposed to be like, this year I'll be 59. We'll be 59 this year.
Wait a minute. What?
We'll be 59 this year. And I think I think what it is you take stock in your life, and then you look around and like, what's going on? Like, I hope to one day retire soon. So that's what I'm thinking about. Like, how can that happen? When baby's out of school and all that. So yeah, talk to somebody, or get out the house, get with your girlfriends. You and your man go somewhere for a week, leave the kids at the house. Just be like, here, y'all have the house for a little while, whatever it is. So yeah, but take care of you, because nobody should feel isolated within their own selves. You can get that peace you deserve.
Well, the first step was you reached out to us. That's good.
Get the peace you deserve. Yeah.
Well, again, that's going to be it. Thank you so much, everybody. For those who on Instagram, we couldn't see your posts, but we feel you. For those who are watching at a later date, thank you. And again, you can go to Marc Clarke Media on YouTube and catch up on all of everything that's going on, the podcast.
What else? You had something else to talk about? I thought you had wanted to. Did you have to pitch something, or you pitched your show?
Yeah, no, that was it. Okay, that's pretty much it. Also, we're excited because I'm going to be hosting a debate in Prince George's County.
Now, babe, this is what I said. You got to be ready for these debates now.
I got the questions already.
Yeah, you got the questions, but you got to do the timing. Like, so if somebody wants more time, excuse me, Marcellus Cruz got more time, and I need to rebut.
We have a timer, honey.
What Tanya Sweat said. Now,
nope, we have 2 minutes. That's it. You have 2 minutes. I have a timer. I got a timer. I got a whole crew.
Yeah, but then they have to be able to answer. I have done one of these in my life, and I actually said I will never do this.
I don't mind the smoke, babe. I don't mind the smoke.
You gonna get it then.
I don't mind the smoke. Also, something else I wanted to. I forgot what it was though. But what was it? I forgot what it was. But
I always find it helpful if you write it down.
I have the stuff written down, but it was one of those last minute things. Right. One of those last minute thoughts. I had the little topics down. Oh, no Karl with the K this week, but he'll be back next week.
Okay, so we're really back.
And we're back.
All right.
Babe, you doubted if we were back. We're back.
Well, the reason why I doubted it is because you're gone a lot.
Yes, I'm making time. On Wednesdays at 5, I'll be here, even though it's getting ready to get hectic because tax season. Did y'all get your, you get your information for your taxes? Get them done early. Again, thank you for your support. For those that follow us and are watching us live again on Instagram, we can't see the comments, so thank you. If you said something, I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to address them.
Do you want me to read some?
But I think
Well, do you want me to read some
I don't
of
know
them?
if you could even access it. See if you can. Can you see it live on Instagram? I don't think you can.
Oh,
Go to my.
go to yours.
Uh huh.
I just saw it.
Technology.
It's cold.
Technology.
Yeah.
Go hit the live. Okay, fine, get it back.
Oh, no, I can't see them.
Oh,
I thought I
we're
did.
getting love though, we're getting hearts. Thank you. All right, y'all. Have a great one. We will see you soon. We'll see you next week.